Wow, look at all those sponsors here to support PAL. Good evening and welcome to the virtual PAL Awards and Auction VIP reception. I'm Don Bell, sports director at CBS 3, and I am honored to be hosting tonight's reception. The Police Athletic League of Philadelphia has been making an impact in our communities for almost 75 years. And tonight, we get a chance to celebrate the important work of cops helping kids. Later this evening, we are proud to honor Jeff Brown, President and CEO of Brown Superstores, Inc., Reverend Dr. Lorena Marshall Blake, President of the Independence Blue Cross Foundation, and Belfour Property Restoration, accepted by Victor DeFilippis. Also, the inaugural Lou Klein PAL Officer of the Year Award will be presented in memory of Tyrone Butterfly Crawley. But before these deserving honorees receive their 2021 PAL Awards, we're going to have some fun in what would be, in normal times, your cocktail reception. You're in for a real treat. We're going to learn to make a charcuterie board, a PAL-Tini, and our signature dish for the night, PAL's Paillard Chicken. Also, one of the PAL centers is experiencing a PAL Blue Carpet movie premiere night catered by Brown's ShopRite. We saw a sneak peek already, and of course, we'll show you more later. And while we have a full program, I hope you can all participate in PAL's online auction. You can find the link in the chat right here. Now, to kick things off, we have a special message from PAL alum and head chef at DiBruno Bros, Emilio Mignucci.
Hello folks, Emilio here at the DiBruno Brothers Alimentari. At the DiBruno Brothers, we are proud to support the 54th Annual Police Athletic League Honorees and Officer of the Year Awards. We look forward to our continued support with the Police Athletic League as the centers open up again. For me, PAL is very near and dear to my heart because as a young boy at 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 years old, I was able to play football in the Police Athletic League football program. So this is very near and dear to me. That's why I wanted to show you folks how we do a cheese board here at the DiBruno Brothers. It's about flavors and textures, and we try to mix it up with odd numbers. And so you see we have 5 cheeses here, and we go from soft to medium to hard texture, and we add a blue. We mix up the milks as well, cow, goat, and sheep. And then I think it's really great to grab whatever snacks you have in your cabinet, in your cupboard, to put around it. Salty snacks, olives, even chocolate. I did complement this board with prosciutto and salami because my fridge is never without those items. I love them to complement our cheeses. And then seasonal fruit, beautiful satsumas. So it's very simple. There's no wrong way to build a cheese board. I want to thank you all, and please enjoy your virtual evening.
Thanks, Chef Emilio. It's fun knowing that you were a PAL kid.
Real heroes here in Philadelphia. And they help kids like me, 18,000 of us. At my PAL Center, Officer Ernie keeps us safe and out of trouble. He's someone I can look up to. He makes our neighborhood a better place for kids, families, and our community. Like Officer Ernie, all the PAL officers work to help me and my friend achieve our goals. PAL's impact on crime, character, and education. It's unmatched. They make us their priority. They're heroes for all of us.
Now it's time to get a PAL-Tini in your hands. So let's go over to tonight's Bacardi mixologist, Chris White, to see how you can make one.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the 2021 PAL Virtual Awards. My name is Chris White. I'm the state manager here in Pennsylvania for Grey Goose Vodka. And I just want to say a big thanks to the Police Athletic League of Philadelphia for bringing us in as a sponsor this year. We really wish we could have been there in person with everybody, but nevertheless, we still wanted to help partake in the opening ceremonies with the PAL-Tini. This is going to be the signature cocktail of the evening, so I'll be leading you through a brief little cocktail creation, and when you're finished, it's very important so we can keep everybody engaged. We want to see the stuff that you came up with at home, so make sure you tag your cocktail pictures at hashtag PHLPAL Awards. Once again, when you're done making your cocktail, I want you to tag it at PHL Awards. So all of you in your VIP bag should have received a nice little small airplane bottle of Grey Goose essences, strawberry lemongrass, Saint Germain elderflower liqueur, and then hopefully you have some nice soda water at your house and a garnish or two to kind of make it your own little twist. But before I get ahead of myself, some of you may not be familiar with Grey Goose essences. This is a brand new launch from Grey Goose Vodka. It's going to be a hit this summer, perfect for poolside outdoor occasions. What's really unique about the Grey Goose essences is that it's a little lower ABV. So where traditionally Grey Goose Vodka is at 40% alcohol, this is going to be at 30% alcohol. The reason why that's important is it really helps these flavors, which is natural strawberry and natural lemongrass, really stand out, and I think you'll be able to see that in the cocktail. We're going to be mixing it with Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. This is a liqueur that's also from France, just like Grey Goose Vodka, and it's made with these very delicate little white elderflowers. Has a very, very sweet, almost like a honey syrup texture, and it makes every cocktail that much better. So, without further ado, I know you guys want to get on with the awards in your evening. Once again, thank you to PALs. And let's make a quick little PAL-Tini. That's the signature cocktail. It's going to be a PAL-Tini spritz. So first things first, start out with a tall Collins glass. I think you all should have received one of these. These are nice little aluminum cans from Grey Goose, dishwasher safe, but any tall glass will do. So for this cocktail, we're going to be building it. It's not going to be shaken, not going to be stirred. We're going to build it in the glass. So first things first, take some ice. Fill that up just right. All right, next, we're going to be taking our 50 ml of Grey Goose strawberry lemongrass essences. Even if you can smell it on the nose, that strawberry just really pops really nice. So we're going to be building that right in here. Next, we're going to be taking our Saint Germain elderflower liqueur. I could use the bigger bottles, but since you have the smaller bottles, I figured I'd go along with the smaller bottles. And then next, our soda. Now, when we're out at bars or restaurants, often you get some old soda water from the gun. Highly recommend treating yourself to a nice glass bottle or a nice higher scale soda water. Considering this cocktail is going to be almost half soda water, you want to make sure you're using a quality. If you're a tonic drinker, you can do tonic as well. Anything that has some bubbles. And so we're going to top this off with the soda water. Next, take a stir if you have one, your finger, fork, whatever's clever, and we're going to give this a nice stir to make sure all of our components are mixed together nicely. Now for me, I have a nice lemon wedge and a strawberry, so I'm going to pierce my strawberry with my stir and also with my lemon. And I'm going to top this off just like so. So right here we have the PAL-Tini cocktail. Let's see what we came up with here. I must say, that's not too bad. I hope you guys enjoyed the quick demonstration. I hope you enjoyed your cocktail. And once again, thank you to the Police Athletic League of Philadelphia. Thank you to all of our generous donors. And thank you to everyone for the awards banquet tonight. I wish we could be there together, but this is the next best thing. Have a great evening.
Wow, is it just me, or does a PAL-Tini make you guys feel like you're on vacation, just relaxing? Listen, you guys have a sip or three for me because I'm in the office. This is what I have here. So some water in this CBS Sports Network cup. So you guys have a few for me.
For me, PAL days were some of the most enjoyable childhood days because the PAL was a nearby escape and a free space. At the PAL Center, there were endless possibilities for play and activity options for us all. I loved it all and tried them all. Along the way, I learned so much about police officers. When I wanted to read instead of playing basketball, PAL officers not only respected my decision, they encouraged it and empowered me to continue making decisions contrary to my peers' opinions. At the PAL, I learned early on that mediocrity and I would not get along. I was taught to strive for excellence. PAL helped me do just that by providing me with images of police officers who could also serve as role models, who were involved and community-minded, who could be trusted, who expressed concern and respect for others.
Now listen, did you know that the PAL auction has airline miles through American Airlines? Some other fun items include a Steak 48 chef experience dinner for 8. The experience includes tableside steak education with executive chef Robert Watson. And each guest will receive a custom chef's coat. There's also an opportunity to have a restaurant to yourself for an evening. You can bring 40 of your family and friends to the restaurant school at Walnut Hill College for a 3-course menu that you can prepare. How cool is that? Speaking of the restaurant school at Walnut Hill College, Chef Greg Slonaker is also here to walk us through how to prepare the Paillard Chicken, PAL's signature dish they created just for us tonight. Take it away.
Welcome, I'm Chef Slonaker from Walnut Hill College in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today we're going to be doing a chicken Paillard with a cognac, cream, and Dijon mustard sauce. Paillard of chicken is nothing more than a pounded thin piece of meat. Traditionally, Paillard is done with chicken or veal, but you can do this with pork, beef, anything of the such, as long as it's pounded thin. The benefits to this are it tenderizes the meat, and it also is a quick cook, and also retains moisture. So the first thing we need to do is take our pounded out chicken breast. We're going to season lightly with salt and pepper. And then we're going to dredge in the flour, just lightly, just a little bit of flour. If you don't want to use the flour, you can go and just go right into the saute pan. Our saute pan needs to be hot, but not to the point of smoking. We don't want to burn the flour. We're going to dredge on both sides. And one of the important things is to make sure that before this goes into the pan that we shake off all the excess flour. Saute just simply means high heat, little fat, right into the pan. We want to make sure that our pan is just the right size for our chicken. We don't want the chicken to go up the sides. If you notice, we just have it in the very bottom of the pan. This is going to saute for about 30 to 40 seconds on each side till we get a nice golden brown color. Once it's golden brown, we'll flip it over. Once our chicken is golden brown on that side, we're going to flip it over and lightly brown the other side. The technique of saute is usually done on the stovetop, not done in the oven at all. So we'll be able to complete this dish right on the stovetop. This helps to keep the moisture in with the nice thin pieces of meat. Very quick cooking technique. We have another nice golden brown. So this is ready to come out. We're just going to put this on a rack on the side. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add just a little bit of clarified butter back to the pan. So now we're going to add the shallots and sweat the shallots. Sweating just means to lightly soften, no color, pull the flavors out and the aromas. So once that's done, now we come to the fun part where we get the flambe. I want to pull it off, add the cognac, and then we're going to introduce it to the flame. And cognac will not ignite unless it's hot, and you'll see the flame ignite right there. And we're just going to take that cream and reduce it down till it begins to thicken slightly. Now that we've reduced a little bit, now we're going to take and add the Dijon mustard. We don't need a lot. Dijon mustard goes a long way. If I didn't have Dijon mustard or I wanted to change this up a little bit, I could use a whole grain mustard. I could use a beer mustard. I could use some kind of spicy mustard. Any kind of flavored mustard would work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the sauce with a little butter with a technique that we call mounting, or to monte au beurre. So we'll take and put our butter in there, and that's just finishing a sauce with butter at the very end, just before we put it on the plate. If you do this ahead of time, there's a good chance it will separate. So I'm going to do this kind of off the heat. I have enough heat in this pan. It gives a little shine, gives it some richness. And what I'm looking for is what we call nappe. And you'll know the sauce is nappe when it coats the back of the spoon just nicely. It has a nice little glaze. It should pour, and just check the back of the spoon. Nice nappe, has a nice sheen. You can see the shine to it. I'm just going to shingle it on the side. We're going to take some of the cognac Dijon cream sauce, and we're going to put that right in the front. So I'm going to finish this dish with a little side salad of mâche edible flowers that has been dressed very lightly with olive oil, lemon juice, and a little bit of salt and pepper.
Thank you, Chef. Looks like a great dish. Listen, if you took a photo of either your PAL-Tini or signature dish, be sure to post it on social media with the hashtag PAL Awards. And don't forget to support PAL through the auction, which has some exciting items including Phillies, Eagles, Flyers, Sixers, and Union tickets. That is right down my alley, by the way. Sixers playoffs right around the corner. All the proceeds from tonight's auction goes towards much needed resources for PAL programming.
If you drive around this area, there's really nothing down here as far as recreation, but we have one playground. South Philadelphia is so territorial. Like, kids from this neighborhood aren't allowed 6 blocks down to another neighborhood. When they opened this center up down here, and I had an opportunity to come back down South Philadelphia, I didn't hesitate to take the job. This is where I wanted to be. This is where I started off at. This is where my career started off when I came out of the academy. We needed to concentrate on getting the kids recreation from this neighborhood, and PAL provided that. Elijah is what we call a PAL kid.
It's the same path I take, 3 to 4 blocks. Not a good neighborhood. There's a lot of shooting around here. We do a lot of fun activities: basketball, football, soccer, dodgeball. We got a homework club. We help kids with their homework. I like to just socialize with people.
He's that child that when I need him to do anything that PAL offers, he's there. Elijah is a quiet kid. He loves chess, and actually he's probably one of my best chess players here. Play him, I bet he beat you. He just loves being here.
It teaches me how to act right, to do good in school.
PAL does a lot for the kids in the neighborhood. It gives them a place of safety where they can get off the street. They come in here, they know they're safe. I've been in this particular district since 2001. So a lot of the kids know me. Like I can just walk down the street and they know me as Officer Holmes. So when they come in here, they feel safe. They know the love that I have for kids. You know what I mean? Which is a big deal, because I always say, coming out of the academy, you have to know the people that you police. It makes your job a lot easier. We bridge that gap of community relations. The key is you have to talk a lot. You have to talk a lot. It's not always about putting the handcuffs on somebody. It's about loving and caring. That's just the bottom line.
The relationship the officers have with their kids is unparalleled. I had the opportunity to speak with Officer Kareem Johnson, who is the director of the Cozen PAL Center, and one of his youngsters, 17-year-old Caleb Autry. Check it out. Officer Johnson and Caleb, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you. And Kareem, I'm going to start with you. So obviously, when you have some free time, you could be doing anything else in the world, right? Outside of work, but you decide to be a part of PAL. And why is it so important to you?
PAL is important to me because I was actually a PAL kid growing up. I was attended the Alney Power Center under Arthur Chapman and Michael Pittman. Those are my PAL officers, and I experienced a lot, for the first time with PAL. So I felt it was only right for me to, join the department and kind of give back to the next generation the same thing PAL did for me as a kid.
What kind of impact does it have in the community?
It has a huge impact, in my opinion, because it helps bridge the gap between the community and police officers all across. It gives the community a different aspect of police officers instead of what they see or hear on social media or the news.
Yeah, Caleb, and what about you? Because obviously there are a lot of things that you could be doing as well, right? But you decided to be a part of PAL, and what moved you to be a participant?
Well, I've been a part of PAL since I was like 6 years old.
Wow.
My aunt was a police officer. She was involved in PAL. So, just coming up, and when I was younger, I was always involved in different activities such as like basketball, music, just all types of stuff just to find like my passion. And I think PAL was something that like helped me find it. And like I knew I wasn't good at sports. Like I knew I wasn't good at sports, but like being involved in music and having the opportunity to participate in talent shows and everything, that kind of sparked my career interest, which is music production, and handling music from the business side. So just doing those things throughout the years and just being able to experience different types of programs that my school may not have offered was just great. So.
And tell me about your relationship with Kareem over here, Officer Johnson. Tell me about your relationship.
Yeah, so I feel like Mr. Officer Johnson is just like he's just like always there when I need to talk to somebody, about just like life things, or he's just always there, like just dropping knowledge or dropping gems whenever I may need it. He's like somebody a great contact that I have that just helps me through situations I may get in, whether it's through school, like he may give me advice for certain things that go on at school, at home, or it's just like he's just a great like role model figure that I see, and I'm glad that I have had the time to communicate and contact him. So
give me an example of a gem. What kind of gem? What pearls of wisdom?
One thing was let me think.
See, I put him on the spot. You see. Let's see when let him think on his feet.
One thing is, he said, never, don't be afraid to say no. Because one time I was talking to him, and I was just committed to a lot of things, and with school, with music, and, I was just really stressed out, and him just saying it's okay to say no at times really pushed me through that, and kind of gave me the confidence to start saying no when things just didn't fit into my schedule. Because I like to take on everything, and
right.
That's something I had to learn. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. As a person who covers athletes, they'll tell you, especially, the NFL draft just happened. Guys will say the most important word you can learn is no. So he's helping you out early in the process. And Kareem, I'm going to ask you, how does it feel to hear that from Caleb's mouth?
It was unexpected. It hit me, as he was saying it, and I'm glad that it actually stuck with him. A lot of times with this profession, you may not reach all your kids, that come walking through your door. But my thing is, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of PAL officers when I say this, as long as you're able to reach one kid, you made a difference. Like I said, my PAL officers, they definitely, reach me, and that's why I am where I am today.
I want to ask you this before I let you go. What is the major challenge doing what you do?
The major challenge is it's keeping the kids' interest. That's the challenge, in my opinion. A lot of times, with so many other things going on in today's society, you know, when I was growing up, and you and I look like we're in the same age bracket, you know, we didn't have, you know, what this generation has now. So it's very important to just keep their interest. And sometimes you may have to reinvent yourself. Sometimes you may have to reinvent things. You may have to reinvent, you know, activities and stuff like that. But as long as you keep their interest, you got them. Because trust me, you know, there are times when I'm out in the street, I'm out in the public, and, you know, I may not recognize a kid, you know, because they've aged. And they'll come up to me and they'll say, you know, you changed my life. You said this to me. You don't remember saying this? Wow. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. You know, and just by them remembering that, and they, you know, them coming over to me, you know, that means a lot. And it actually makes me feel great, and it makes me feel like, you know what, I did my job.
Right. Caleb, and I love that you're taking the advice. You have an opportunity to thank Kareem right now, Officer Johnson. What do you want to tell him right now?
Just thank you for all of the mentorship that you gave me, and thank you for just shaping me into the person that I'm about to be going into the world, leaving high school, and yeah. So.
And Caleb, what do you want to do next?
As in like next year?
Yeah. What's next for you?
So I'm going to Drexel for music business. Oh, wow. I was able to get a full ride there.
Okay.
So yeah. I want to pursue music on the like the business level, you know, becoming like an executive. So yeah.
Okay, so when you finally become an executive, don't forget me and Kareem, right? Because I'm pretty sure we can come up with some bars for whatever music you have. You know what I mean? Like you just got to give us a chance. Don't forget the little people, okay?
Right.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. You guys are fun, and I'm glad and happy about the relationship that you guys have built and all the stuff that you're doing with PAL, man. Just keep it up. I learned so much speaking with Officer Johnson and Caleb about how PAL centers make a difference in children's lives. Did you know it costs an average of $435 to support a child's involvement in PAL for a year? That's just $1.19 a day for 12 months of fun, safe, and free programming with a Philadelphia police officer. You can help contribute by texting Philly PAL to 243-725. That's Philly PAL to 243-725. Don't forget to keep bidding on the auction. Every dollar counts for continuing the mission of PAL and serving youth. My good friend Yuki Washington, or Mr. Washington as I call him, is offering to hang out with you and up to 5 of your friends. There's even an opportunity for him to record your voicemail, and that's priceless. Trust me, you won't want to miss that.
How you doing? My name is Officer Ernest Paillard. I run the PAL Center located in the Germantown section of the city. I have been a police officer in the PAL unit for 20 years now. Coming up, I was introduced to sports at a young age, basketball and football and baseball. I was introduced by coaches and my parents, and sports taught me discipline and it taught me character. So as I had an opportunity to come on the police department after playing college basketball, I had an opportunity to come here to the Police Athletic League. This is the reason why I wanted to come to PAL, so I can give back to the kids in the community what was given to me as a youngster coming up. So that is the main reason I chose PAL, and I love PAL. Thank you.
Joining for PAL was the opportunities that PAL had to offer. Coming here as a 7-year-old kid to get my homework done kept me safe, kept me out the street, and it kept me away from all the troubles. It also kept me engaged in sports and activities in which, when season wasn't in play, I still had PAL to rely on to come have my fun, to stay fit, stay active, and to also meet new people all around.
Hello everyone, Officer Thomas of Winfield PAL, and I believe in our credo of, cops helping kids, being there for the kids, helping the kids, but I also can take a step further in saying that it takes a village to raise our children or the child. And with that being said, PAL is part of the community, PAL is part of the village.
Hey Eric, what do you like about PAL?
Also that she comes let us play basketball, football, and sports. Make sure we're safe inside all violence.
My name is Angel Gonzalez, and I was recently posed the question, why PAL? PAL's a safe haven for kids ages 6 to 18. It also helps bridge the gap between cops and kids. I kind of challenged myself years ago, early on in my police career, to be the change I want to see. And I feel like the Police Athletic League allows me to do that. It kind of encapsulates the whole thing as an entirety.
My name's Ibrahim. It's my first year at PAL. Safe environment. Get to meet new people. Get to work on your game.
My name is Officer Marcus Allen. I'm the director of the Oxford Circle PAL Center. And the reason I chose PAL is to invoke change in the minds of young people. Prior to coming to PAL, I was an undercover narcotic officer. And in my time there, I came in contact with a lot of good kids who made unwise decisions. So I figured, what better way to affect these children than to come to the Police Athletic League and use the tools that are given to the officers by PAL to help these children, give them direction and to give them discipline, and plus give them a place to go at the end of a long day where they can come unwind, be with friends, and have a safe environment to participate in activities.
I like PAL because I like to hoop with my guys, and be with my dogs and stuff like that. So yeah, and I feel safe, definitely.
Good afternoon. My name is Officer Yule from Southwest PAL Center. The main reason why I chose PAL is because I was a PAL kid myself. And in 1980, I was in PAL from 1980 to 1986. And while in PAL, it taught me a whole new things about life. It took me to different places, part of the city. I played against different people that's now some of my friends today. So I pretty much chose PAL because I knew what PAL did for me, my brother and myself. It just kept me and my brother on the right path in life. And it encouraged me to go to school. The main thing I always remember my PAL officer saying is, George, you gotta reach your zenith in life. I didn't know what the word zenith meant. That's all I know. I had an old Zenith TV, not realizing zenith means the highest point you can go. He was merely saying, try to reach your highest potential. That's all he was saying. And I never forgot that. And today, I try to teach my PAL students the same thing. I try to encourage them to just try to do right and be all you can be and try to reach your zenith in life. Officer Yule, signing off.
Hello, my name is Officer Holmes. I'm currently employed at the Grace Ferry PAL, located at 32nd and Reed. And this is
Rashad Johnson. I go to Mastery Thomas campus.
Why did you choose to be a PAL kid?
I chose to be a PAL kid because my friend got to me and said you should try PAL, and it's good people there for you to look up to, and they give you good pointers,
guidance, pointers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did you become a PAL officer?
Okay, that's a great question, Rashad. I'm gonna tell you why I became a PAL officer. like I told you before, I've worked in all aspects of policing, as far as patrol, plain clothes, narcotics, community relations, and community relations was my most rewarding. And then when the opportunity came to become a PAL officer and to help kids, which I love kids anyway, I didn't hesitate to become a PAL officer. I really enjoyed coming here as a PAL officer. I enjoyed my children. I enjoyed Rashad. Me and Rashad get along very well. We get along really well, and I don't know. I just have fun.
Yeah, me too.
So what do you do at PAL?
So when I come to PAL, well, first of all, I work here now. But before I was coming to PAL, I'd come to homework club, do my homework, sometimes help the kids out and play around.
Get beat in chess?
Yeah, I suck at chess.
But you don't suck. You getting better. You getting better.
But the main thing I liked about PAL was the trips, getting along with Officer Holmes, getting to meet him more, and other PAL members, and starting to get new friends here. And I also liked the programs like the basketball and the chess.
Hi, this is Officer Paul Pugh, the 24th PAL. And the reason I chose PAL was I get a chance to engage children every day without any limitations. The beauty of PAL is, it's free, any kid could come, 6 to 18, but whatever demographic, whoever comes in that door, from that age range, 6 to 18, I could pretty much design a schedule around that. I can design, a curriculum around that. I can design games around that. So I'm not going to say it was always easy to do, but it's fun to do, and the kids get something out of it. And it's also rewarding for myself being an officer also, because I get to see the success come from that.
I'm Officer Brad Dealey from 26th District PAL Center, and I choose PAL to help towards a positive relationship with the children in our community and to hope to become a positive and impactful mentor in their lives.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm sitting here with Winfield's own Miss Alexander Houston Young from Winfield PAL, representing us, myself and Officer Little. And the question is going around as to why she chose PAL. So I'm going to let Miss Allie tell you why she chose PAL.
Hi everyone. One of the reasons why I chose PAL is because of the positive image program that I went to growing up. It really helped shape me into the young woman that I am today. Another reason I chose PAL is because of the push for creativity that they, pushed me to have, I guess. A lot of time here, we did a lot of arts and crafts. Officer Little, they showed me a lot of stuff to do, and there was a whole bunch of arts and crafts and a lot of creativity put into stuff that we do there. And another reason is they also helped push me to give myself opportunities, and they gave me opportunities. They always try to tell you to do the best that you can for yourself, and that's what they did for me.
Hello, my name is Police Officer Ricardo Hayne, and the reason why I chose to become a police officer in the Police Athletic League is after serving majority of my police career in the tactical aspect, I noticed that majority of the people and individuals that I would come in contact with would be juveniles. I also noticed that part of the reason why they were getting in trouble wasn't because they were bad. It was just the lack of things for them to do after school. Therefore, I figured that if I could best serve my community by giving opportunities to children, and that's why I became a Police Athletic League officer.
Now, let's take a look at how our PAL kids are doing at the movie premiere. That concludes the virtual PAL Awards and Auction VIP reception, but the fun isn't over just yet. Let's head on over to honor these great community leaders. You can do so by clicking the link in the chat. Thank you for supporting PAL's mission of cops helping kids.
Hi there. My name is Jeff Hammond, and I serve as a professional MC and fundraising auctioneer for hundreds of nonprofit organizations across the country. But I get really excited when that organization is in our own backyard of Philadelphia. Today, I'm asking for your help. We're looking to support the Police Athletic League of Philadelphia, an organization since 1947 that has done amazing work. In fact, their mission is, cops helping kids. And that's what they do each and every day. With 20 centers throughout the city and dozens of talented and dedicated officers partnered with businesses that support the mission and thousands of generous donors like yourself, they're able to support over 7,000 children per year. It's really incredible what they do. But it's not only just about the kids. Our city is safer and better off for it as well, as we get a community that trusts and is ingrained with our police force. And that's better for all of us. So thank you to all of you who are continuing to provide great help to our youth here in the city. Now it's our turn to give back a little bit as well. Because with your help, we're able to make sure that we continue these programs. And while I wish we were celebrating Police Athletic League and all of the officers in person, well, we'd have only had 1,000 people in that room. Here, virtually, we may be able to do even more. Because if each and every one of you helps support PAL by sharing this message and challenging others to match your donation, we could have thousands of people donating and supporting an incredible organization. So, this is what I'm going to ask you to do. I want you to visit the URL right here on the bottom of your screen. This is a great opportunity for you to go directly to their site and support their organization at a level that is comfortable for you. That could be $500, $5,000, $50, $5. It really doesn't matter, because every dollar goes to supporting mission and messaging throughout the Police Athletic League organization. And there is nothing better than that. You get the chance to be able to say you're supporting something that supports our city every day. So I'm going to ask you, if you could, just visit the URL, find an opportunity to donate what you can and where you can, and then maybe challenge a friend or two to match you on that. And if we all do our part, we might be able to make sure that this is the best fundraising effort we've ever had. In the meantime, I hope we see you again next year and tell you all about what we were able to do and all the children that we were able to serve. In the meantime, be well, be safe, and be kind.
Mignucci, you killed him again.
You're still here? Go. Text. Pledge. Give. Go.